But I want to introduce our attorney who's been doing pro bono work for us, and who's been committing a lot of his time, sacrificing a lot of his time, his money, but he's, for years, he's been committed to La Causa, committed to the Movimiento here in Tucson, and he's at the forefront. He's really at the forefront. We've been highlighted in the national news. CNN was here a couple weeks ago. The Huffington Post often comments on us, writes about us, but without Richard, we wouldn't be in the spot that we're in right now. And I'd like to introduce our attorney, Richard Martinez.
This case is all about them. And this case is about 11 teachers and 2 students, Lorenzo's daughter and Sean's daughter, who had the courage to stand up at this critical time to say, you can't take away our history, our culture, our language, our art. And I want you to know that, in just a few words, what they've been attacked for the last year. Not only have we found ourselves they have found themselves under attack from Mr. Huppenthal and Mr. Horn, a vicious political attack that has no limits, but also has no definitions and has no merit. They have found themselves under attack within this school district. They have a school board that unfortunately no longer supports them. They have a superintendent and an administration that no longer understands their curriculum and has failed fundamentally to recognize that they've done something we only dreamed about. You know, a long time ago, I came back to Tucson and hooked up with Salomon and had the opportunity to work with Salomon and Raul and others that led to Raul getting on the school board. And our dream back then was to make things better for Latino students, because we knew about the failures. But in all that time, it is these teachers, these educators, who proved and showed us a way to get there, to showed us a curriculum that really makes a difference for our equals, that closes the achievement gap, that graduates them from high school, and that gets them in, not only into the universities, but graduates them from the universities. They found a solution that we dreamed about. So they made it happen. And now they're under attack, not only externally, but internally. So I urge you not only to support them in terms of the support they need as they're under attack, to continue in this effort to stay united, but also support them as we move into this critical November election, not this one, but the one coming, because we've got to win 3 seats, folks. We've got to win 3 seats that's going to keep Mexican-American studies, that's going to allow us to restore the right name, which was Raza Studies, and allow us not only to continue this program, but to grow this program and to make it a district-wide effort. Latinos represent, our kids represent, our hijos represent over 65% of the school district. Soon we will represent 75 and 85% of the school district. It's not our fault about these numbers. You know, it is other folks who decided to abandon TUSD. It is other folks who decided not to fund the school district. It is other folks who decided that they want to try and continue their curriculum, which is a failed curriculum. And I urge you, as we go into this school board election, not only to support these teachers, but to keep your eye on the other prize. Let's control this school board. Let's win those seats. Let's have leadership that listens, that's responsive, that doesn't arrest our leadership, doesn't arrest those people who have the courage to speak out, to support these educators. And let's replace those folks at 1010 who, in my opinion, make Tom Lee look like a liberal, which is saying a lot. In closing, thank you for being here. The support for these educators is critical, that they know about it. They're down to half the enrollment they had last year. But they're hanging on, they're fighting on, and they've not given up. You should not give up, don't let them give up, and we will win these battles, and we will change history. Thank you.
And I just want to thank Dea because she's been organizing for the past year our fundraising efforts throughout the country. We've been as far as New York, we've been in the Midwest and Michigan, we've been all throughout California, Washington, all throughout the country, but without Dea, again, just like Richard, we would not be here. We would not be able to sustain ourselves. So, Nina Nevada is right here. And then Patrick's going to say one more thing, and then Dea wants to say something.
Yeah, all right. Forgive me, I almost forgot too. I just wanted also to acknowledge a lot of our teachers. A lot of our teachers as young community activists are here today, like Salomon Valdenegro. Raquel Goldsmith was here earlier also, and she was also been a mentor to many people here, as well as Roberto Rodriguez. And I want to also say, if you haven't read his book, The Ex en la Raza, you should check it out. It was a huge inspiration to Tucson High Mecha in the 90s, and definitely inspired the movement at that time, and really gave us something that really put our thoughts and feelings into words. So if you have a chance, talk to this gentleman later, and he'll turn you on to all kinds of literature.
You get a fast Chicano clap, solidarity clap. That's a cult. One of our culture's behaviors.